Well, this game obviously was a little different than any I've ever experienced in college. Being a former player here, I did play against a coach that got thrown out, but I've never saw one at Murray State. But you know, it was good to come out with a win because we obviously need this win to keep our hopes, up for the tournament. Because if we lost this game, it's probably not likely for us to make the tournament. But it's a good team win. We had a lot of players step up. When you have 5 players in double figures, you give yourself a shot to win in this league, every night.
Did you ever imagine that this would be the way you got your first career victory?
No, I did not. But, that's why we're on Coach Turner's staff. She, I think she believes in us, and we obviously learn what she wants and what she doesn't want. We don't just go out there and do things that she wouldn't want done. So, but I would say no.
What led to the switch to zone defense, and why do you think it was so effective?
Well, we switched to zone because they were penetrating our man. We had a hard time staying in front of them. And they got all those paint points, at the beginning of the game, and we had a hard time. Our guards had a hard time guarding. They're just quick, fast. Sometimes we struggle against more athletic teams guarding them. So then we, obviously talking about Moorhead, they're not a great shooting team if you look at their stats. So, that was part of the game plan. If they're scoring in the paint, then we're gonna have to play a zone. So that's why we switched, and it was a lot more effective.
We've talked a lot about with Rochelle and Alexis and a lot of the different teammates, but from your perspective, Alexis Barbo tonight, 17 points, 12 rebounds. What have you seen out of her, just especially since conference play has begun? She seems to have consistently produced this type of a line night in and night out for you guys.
Yeah, and Burp is probably our most improved player, just from last year to now, to even, like you said, in conference play. I think she just has she has more confidence. She knows she can do it. She's proven that she can produce at this level, whereas people probably doubted that she could, but I think she's done a good job. She's proved them wrong. And, and she is one player that I think we can say that we can count on every night, to be close to a double-double almost every night now, which is great because you got to have people that you can say, if nothing else, we know that she's going to show up.
In a lot of that chaos there in the second quarter, Lacey Hawthorne picks up her 3rd foul. Lex Mays, not soon after that, not long after that, picks up her 3rd foul. How do you guys meter that? How do you push through that? And what was the difference in the second half as far as not committing turnovers and not committing fouls?
I wish I had the answer to that about the turnovers because we seem to turn the ball over a lot. But, I think that was part of the difference of the game was we only had 12 turnovers to their 21. It's usually opposite. But that was good that we didn't turn over. But as far as the fouls, I really don't know because you'd have to ask the refs that.
You think you foul less in zone, maybe?
Yeah. I think you do. You do foul less in zone because you're not on a man, per se. You have to bump back in a 2-3. But, but those fouls, in man, it is easier to pick up a foul.
Sure.
And that one that Lacey picked up, I didn't get a clear look at that. Obviously, they called it like an intentional, so they thought she made contact with her. But I think our kids, like Lex is very smart as far as when you tell her, hey, you've got 3 fouls, she knows when to back off. Now, Lacey's still learning that, but she did do a good job in the second half not fouling. But like Lex is a smart player, she knows when to back off.